Her family, particularly her partner, her children, her parents and her sister are in real agony while she remains missing.
Hi, I'm Nicola Adam. I'm the editor of the Lancashire Post and the Blackpool Gazette here in Lancashire, where for the past few weeks there's only been one name on everyone's lips. Nicola Bulley, the much-loved mum of two and partner of Paul Ansell, has been missing since January the 27th, when on a perfectly normal Friday morning she drove from her home in Ninscope near Preston to St Michael's, dropped her daughters off at school and took her spaniel Willow for a walk on the banks of the River Wyre. Then the 45-year-old inexplicably vanished, leaving her phone on a bench and her dog running free. Today we will outline what's really happening here in Lancashire and share the facts without the speculation. As days have become weeks, the story of Nicola Bulley has spread wildly across the country and across the world, with people speculating wildly, theorising, often with very little thought about the impact on the people at the very centre of this situation, her family, her friends, local residents and the people of Lancashire themselves. In St Michael's itself, a small village with a population of just under 700, they found themselves inundated with gawkers, with police, with press, with social media sleuths. And the situation has become so intense here that police were forced to put in dispersal orders, which they've now cancelled, but it had sent a message, please stop bothering the locals here. But they have found it impossible to control speculation online, resorting to threats of prosecution to the more unpleasant and unsubstantiated allegations and libels to individuals. Here in the village and across Lancashire, the residents have held their heads high, despite the unused to attention. The community has been highly organised, arranging detailed search parties to scour woodlands and banks, supplying maps and advice to volunteers. Information is even available via a QR code. Residents have spent time lining the main road which runs through the village, hoping to jog the memories of drivers who may have dashcam footage. Meanwhile, the face of Nicola, or Nikki as she's known fondly to her friends and family, is everywhere, and the bridge across the River Wyre where Nicola walked has become the Bridge of Hope, covered in small yellow ribbons. We need you home, Nikki, pleads one message, while another says simply, I love you, and another, praying for your safe return. After 2 weeks, a silent vigil was held before a small altar at St Michael's Church, and during half-term, children and parents have written prayers and made a tree of hope, inviting others to do the same. But of course, many do have questions about the line the investigation has taken. Although police have confirmed they are ruling nothing out and said very early on they are following up more than 500 lines of inquiry, they have stuck fairly rigidly to their working hypothesis. She has fallen in the river and discounted foul play, something which has come under fire from many, including the private water search investigator taken on by police to scan the river using sonar equipment. After this process proved fruitless, the search was extended to the length of the River Wyre downstream into the Irish Sea at Morecambe Bay. But frustration started to simmer, with Nicola's partner Paul even participating in a lengthy and emotionally devastating Channel 5 TV interview in an attempt to keep eyes on the search for the mother of his children as it reached day 15. During the interview, he said very firmly his gut instinct told him she'd not fallen in the river, and also that he had expected to be a suspect and was indeed looked at early on, as part of standard police process. He stressed he did not fault the police in this investigation at all. Here at the Lancashire Post and Blackpool Gazette, we live and work every single day here in the Lancashire community, and we have a responsibility. So right from the very start we made a decision. We will keep Nicola's story front and centre, but we're not going to report any conjecture, any gossip. We've stuck to the facts and we're going to continue to do so. It's been a difficult balancing act, with our inboxes full of angry demands, psychics, dog behaviour experts, general ranters and just occasionally readers with bits of potentially important information which we have requested they pass on to police. Some or none of the theorists may have valid points, we understand that, but until Nicola is found we are sticking to the facts without the speculation. So here's what we know for definite. Nicola Bulley is a 45-year-old mortgage advisor from Inskip near Preston who lives with her partner Paul Ansell and their 2 young daughters aged 6 and 9. She is described as white, 5 foot 3 inches tall with light brown shoulder-length hair. She speaks with an Essex accent and was last seen wearing a long, knee-length black quilted gilet with tight black jeans and long green walking socks tucked into her jeans. She was wearing size 5, ankle-length green Wellington boots from Next. Her hair was tied in a ponytail and she was wearing a pale blue Fitbit. She was walking her brown-coloured spaniel when she went missing, but the dog has since been found. On Friday, January the 27th, Nicola left home at 8:27 a.m. with her children, dropping them off at school at 8:40 a.m, having a brief conversation with another parent. At 8:43 a.m, Nicola walked along the path by the river wire at St Michael's towards the gate and bench into the lower field. At 8:50 a.m, approximately, a dog walker who knows Nicola saw her walking along the lower field with her dog. The two dogs interacted briefly before the witness left the field via the river path. At 8:53 a.m, Nicola sent an email to her boss. At 8:59 a.m, she sent a message to a friend. And at 9:01 a.m, she logged into a Microsoft Teams call. At 9:10 a.m, a witness who knows Nicola saw her on the upper field walking her dog. At 9:20 a.m, the phone was in the area of the bench. At 9:30 a.m, the call ended, but Nicola stayed logged on. At 9:35 a.m, approximately, Nicola's mobile phone and Willow the dog were found at a bench near the river by another dog walker. Willow's harness was found nearby, but Nicola had vanished. Nicola went missing on the morning of Friday, January 27th, prompting Lancashire Police to issue a missing person appeal to press and via social media. It included a picture and description of Nicola and cited her additional links to Thornton Cleveleys. On Saturday, January the 28th, North West Police underwater search teams were pictured in St Michael's on the River Wyre. Over the weekend, searches were carried out by Lancashire Police using drones and police dogs with support from Lancashire Fire and Rescue Service and Bowland Pennine Rescue Team. By the Sunday, organised teams of residents with maps searched the area in groups to hunt for any clues or signs of the missing mum. Police later described them as turning out in their droves to help. On Monday, January the 30th, an invitation is issued to a press conference at 12:30 p.m. at the Village Hall, where police renewed their appeal for public help to find Nicola, saying they were increasingly concerned for her safety. Superintendent Sally Riley of Lancashire Police said, "We are not treating the investigation as anything but a missing person inquiry. These are unusual events and people should be reassured we are doing everything we can to find her." An appeal was made for dashcam footage from St Michael's at around 9:15 a.m. on January the 27th, in case any drivers had seen Nicola start her walk across the road bridge. Walkers were urged to come forward if they had seen her walk along the towpath from the village on Garstang Road. Police confirmed they had searched an extensive area, describing the search as thorough. On Tuesday, January the 31st, our photographer captures images of water rescue teams searching the river and police and volunteers combing nearby countryside areas. On Wednesday, February the 1st, drone images capture the extent of the search from above. By Wednesday, Nicola's parents and sister make an emotional appeal in the media in the hope it will help find her.
It's hard. It's hard. We're such a close-knit family. We are a close-knit family, I'm sorry. But we're such a close-knit family. We do anything for any one of us, and the children would do the same for us.
On Friday, February the 2nd, a sighting in Schiphol, 10 kilometres downriver from St Michael's, sparks a police water and embankment search by crime scene investigators, but nothing is found and it is called off after a few hours. By Sunday, the first images of the mother of two on the day she went missing are shared by a friend to the media. Doorbell footage shows Nicola loading her car before driving her children to school, wearing a long dark coat, leggings and ankle boots. Monday the 6th of February sees the arrival of Private Water Search Team Specialist Group International, or SGI, headed up by Peter Faulding to help the police. The specialist unit used sonar to search the riverbed close to the bench where Nicola's phone was found and above the weir. On Tuesday, February the 7th, police stage a second press conference where they re-establish their position that Nicola is missing and there is no third-party involvement. On Wednesday, February the 2nd, Peter Faulding and SGI end the river search. They have found nothing. On Friday, February the 10th, marking 2 weeks since Nicola went missing, police issued a statement confirming specialist underwater search teams, drones, mounted police and the helicopter would be out combing the river wire and into the sea. They said they still thought Nicola had fallen in the river, but were continuing to investigate all leads, including CCTV and dashcam. The statement said it was still confirmed nothing untoward had happened to her and condemned unfair speculation. Police have since been seen patrolling a nearby caravan park and continuing searches at the mouth of the river at Morecambe Bay. During a press conference on Wednesday, February the 15th, police say they visited 300 premises, spoken to 300 people and identified 700 vehicles which drove through the village on the morning Nicola disappeared. They've also received 50 pieces of dashcam footage and 1,500 pieces of information. Nicola Bulley is still missing. If you have any information at all, please call Lancashire Police on 101. If you want to call in confidence, please call Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111. If you see Nicola or have a sighting, please call 999 immediately.